Jean Stapleton's final interview quietly confirmed what many had long suspected about the woman behind one of television's most beloved characters, revealing a life guided not by fame, but by discipline, integrity, and devotion to craft. Born Jean Murray Stapleton on January 19, 1923, in New York City, she grew up immersed in the performing arts, shaped by a professional opera singer mother and a father who valued creativity and rigor, influences that steered her towards serious training at the American Repertory Theater and later the Actors Studio, where she absorbed method acting and classical technique. Long before mainstream recognition, Stapleton built her reputation on the stage throughout the 1950s and 1960s, earning respect for performances marked by restraint, intelligence, and emotional truth, qualities that carried into her early television work on anthology dramas like Playhouse 90, The Defenders, and Dr. Kildare. Everything changed in 1971 when she was cast as Edith Bunker on All in the Family, a role that appeared simple on the surface but became, through Stapleton's artistry, a profound moral anchor for one of the most provocative shows in American television history. Though Edith seemed soft-spoken and submissive beside Archie Bunker, Stapleton infused her with compassion, quiet strength, and moral clarity, shaping her into a fully realized human being rather than a caricature and working closely with writers to ensure the character was treated with dignity. Her performance earned multiple Emmy and Golden Globe Awards, but more importantly, it made Edith a symbol of decency during an era when television confronted racism, sexism, war, and cultural division. Despite the show's immense success, Stapleton resisted celebrity, avoided publicity, and ultimately chose to leave when she felt Edith's story had been honestly told, even agreeing to the character's devastating on-screen death as a reflection of her belief that truthful storytelling matters more than comfort. Afterward, she returned to theater and selective television roles, portraying figures like Eleanor Roosevelt, lending her voice to projects such as Pocahontas, and delivering deeply moving performances late in life, including her gentle turn as an angel on Touched by an Angel and her final screen role in the unsettling true crime film Like Mother, Like Son, where her nuance elevated even the darkest material. Her last performance came not on screen but on stage at Lincoln Center in Horton Foote's The Carpetbaggers' Children in 2002, a fitting farewell that reflected her lifelong love of live theater. Beyond acting, Stapleton was a committed advocate for civil rights, women's rights, and the arts, and her personal life was deeply rooted in her marriage to theater producer William Putch, whose sudden death in 1983 she met with remarkable strength, even choosing to perform on stage the very night she learned of his passing. In her final interviews, Stapleton also addressed the enduring myth surrounding her relationship with Carroll O'Connor, clarifying with grace that while they shared deep professional respect, their bond was rooted in discipline rather than personal intimacy, a distinction she felt was essential to honoring both the work and real life. Her absence from O'Connor's funeral, she explained, was an intentional act of private mourning, a refusal to let public expectation turn a man's death into a symbolic reunion of fictional characters. Jean Stapleton passed away quietly on May 31, 2013, at the age of 90, and Broadway's decision to dim its lights in her honor underscored the lasting impact of a woman whose career bridged stage and screen with humility, emotional honesty, and unwavering integrity, leaving behind not just an iconic character, but a legacy defined by truth, respect, and grace.